Well, we have some breaking news coming out of Detroit Lions camp, and that is according to Eric Woodyard. You see it on the thumbnail, and the banner from his Twitter account says that Lions wide receiver Jameson Williams is facing a 2-game suspension for violating the NFL's performance enhancing substances PES policy, sources told ESPN. Now, the reason that he says he is facing a 2-game suspension is because I would assume he can appeal it or something like that and maybe get it reduced down to 1 game. But he then retweets Eric, that is, and says Jameson Williams is disappointed with the current suspension, but says he has, quote, no choice but to take it on the chin, end quote. Quote, I'm in good spirits, just ready to get back with my brothers ASAP as soon as possible, end quote, Williams told ESPN. Now, we've been through this before. And I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not going to knock on a kid. I'm not going to all of a sudden turn my back on him, call him a bust, call him names and stuff like that. I'm not going to do that. This performance enhanced substance, this could be something as simple as taking some Alpha Lion or something like that. I don't know. He would have a list of things that he probably, I'm assuming the NFL gives you a list of substances that could have it or could possibly have it. And at least during the season, I don't know how that would go during the offseason. You should try your best to stay away from those. Jameson is a young kid, and we've seen veterans get caught up with this. Now, this is unfortunate for the Detroit Lions because that's going to affect their pass attack. Now, Jameson Williams was a non-factor in the game against the Minnesota Vikings, and we beat the toughest, best team in the NFL. So that's a good thing. Jameson Williams has been, he's disappeared twice this season, and I believe we won both games. So I'm not tripping like it's the end of the world. Just an opportunity now for Tim Patrick to get more targets, Khalif Raymond to get more targets, and we will see, my opinion, Allen Robinson II in the game against the Tennessee Titans. And that's going to be a great game because we are almost 12-point favorites when it comes to the Tennessee Titans. But Jameson Williams going into the game against the Minnesota Vikings was the leading receiver for the Detroit Lions. Let's take a look and see what production we will be missing out on. Jameson Williams, 17 receptions, 361 yards, 3 touchdowns, and even with a 1 target, 1 reception, I believe it was, in the Minnesota game, still averages 21.2 yards per catch. And what did he do in Minnesota? If we go to the game log here, I want to just make sure that's right. The win, 1 target, 1 reception, -4. It was like a screen play. So this is unfortunate. It really is. Again, this is not year 1 Jameson Williams, year 2 Jameson Williams. No need to trip or fret. This was not done on purpose. This stuff, the NFL is real touchy and picky. The good news is he could possibly appeal it. He probably will miss the game against the Tennessee Titans. Probably won't need him much anyway, but there's a good chance that he could be back the next game after that for the Green Bay Packers in Lambeau. That's when we really can use him. So we've got Tom Kennedy. We might have to bring him up for his 3rd and final elevation. We've got also Allen Robinson. Bring the kid up, and maybe we'll see Isaiah Williams. But it's unfortunate. I like Jameson Williams' attitude. I know that people are going to want to set him back because of the suspension, but I refuse to do that. Jameson has shown me enough that I trust this kid now. Again, this is a easy way to get caught up. There's a lot of players that get caught up with this stuff. Probably some Alpha Lion. I'm not saying it could be something very simple that was in his bloodstream. Here's what I want to know. When did they test him, and why did they test him? Because was it this game? Was it last game? You just now getting the results? You had no reason. Was he blocking too good for you to? Is it because he was on the block like a man on fire? I don't know. But the good news is it's not a 6-game suspension. It's not a 4-game suspension. It's not anything like that. It's maximum a 2-game suspension, possibly reduced down to 1, depending on what happens with this appeal. So breaking news, man. Detroit Lions will be without their number 1 wide receiver, at least going into the Minnesota game. Jameson Williams, big play. J-Mo will not be in the game. But again, an opportunity for Tim Patrick. And I know Allen Robinson is excited because I expect him to get targets. He's going to be active and getting targets this game against the Tennessee Titans. And why not, man? The Titans are beatable. They had the number 1 defense going into week 7. I don't know what it is now. Wouldn't be surprised if the Ravens or something have taken over at this point, but we still should be able to eat on this team. So J-Mo, do what you got to do, man. Just pay better attention next time and don't let it happen again. That's all we can do, man. But I like his attitude. Said, no choice but to take it on the chin. I'm in good spirits, just ready to get back with my brothers ASAP as soon as possible. He told Eric Woodyard. So shout out to everybody on Twitter. I put my phone on Do Not Disturb because Twitter just will not stop. And every so often I check it. Shout out to Dirty Money, one of my premier members, everybody who let me know, Rainbow Girl, Braylon, the whole nine. You know who you are. If you sent me a DM, I did get it, and I appreciate you guys. And also, if you tag me on Twitter, I appreciate that as well. Not a big deal. We'll get through this. We got receivers on the team. Maybe a month ago, I would have been mad at J-Mo. I would have been like, dang, man, we might be in trouble. But Tim Patrick, I owe him an apology. He's been healthy. He's been doing his thing out there, catching passes, blocking. Him and J-Mo and St. Brown, I mean, we got guys who block and create plays. So not tripping. J-Mo, come on back. We need you. Hopefully we can get that thing reduced to a 1-game suspension so we can see you in Green Bay. If not, we'll see you in the middle of November, man. This channel is brought to you by viewers, subscribers, and members just like you. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. If this is your third time here, you are required to subscribe to the channel. I'm just messing with you. You guys are awesome. You could be anywhere else on YouTube, but you choose to rock with me. Take care of yourself and each other. And as always, go Lions. Word to the wise. If you report content and you rely on Twitter, don't put your phone on Do Not Disturb.